Hi everyone, my name is Christine and this is my new tea channel, Christine's Cup of Tea. I'll also be covering books in a lot of these videos because tea and books together are probably, aside from my loved ones and animals, my favorite things in the world. And I love to pair them, I love to talk about them, so if any of you are interested in those things, you might enjoy this channel, I am hoping. So for this first episode, or this first video, I am just going to go over what my absolute favorite tea is. And this is a tea that I feel like if I were a tea, I would be this tea. Now already I'm a really big fan of caffeine-free teas, herbal teas, and Rooibos teas, which is what I'm getting to. I think my ultimate favorite tea has to be cinnamon Rooibos chai. Now I'll explain why. The first time I had this tea, I will say I did over sweeten it. It already carries a ton of natural sweetness. And so you got to be a little careful with the honey, but just a dab really makes it nice. By the time I perfected it, I was completely blown away. I love this tea so much. It can pep me up, put me in a good mood. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's got enough bite, it's toasty, the color's beautiful. And of course I've gone on a little bit of a hunt to find different forms of cinnamon Rooibos chai, and I'm going to go over a few today. So first off, my first cinnamon Rooibos chai ever was definitely this pack of David's tea. Not this very pack, I've definitely bought more since then. You could spend full price, but if you do ever see this in one of the David's tea bundles, I would definitely pick it up because it's a great way to get teas that you wouldn't normally try. In fact, that's exactly how I got this other one that I want to talk about, which is the wild grown Rooibos. And the reason I'm pairing this with the cinnamon Rooibos chais is that I wouldn't have normally bought this, but because it was in the bundle, I was super pumped to try it, and that's what I have in this first row here. It just really goes to show how much of the cinnamon Rooibos chai is the Rooibos that I loved. And truthfully, I thought a lot of it was from the cinnamon, like the color and everything, but and keep in mind, I'm not a tea expert. I'm a little bit new. I mean, I've been drinking tea a while, but more recently getting very into it. So I'm going to start off actually with the wild grown Rooibos and talk about this. So on its own, let me show you the loose tea first, and hopefully I'm aiming it in the right spot. But you get this kind of like, looks like a bunch of little twigs. And I would say the only thing that freaked me out a little bit is you get a lot of these. Oh, let me grab one. Hang on. You get a lot of these little pokey bits. Can you see that? So those I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. I don't want to get any of that in my mouth. But with a fine mesh steeper, you should have no issues. It brewed up perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and sip this. Oh my goodness, I love it. So this is from a single origin farmer in South Africa, which is where most, it's either all or most, I'm sorry, I don't know that fact, but it is definitely originally from South Africa. So this is from a single farmer and tea producer in South Africa. So it's really quite a special tea, and it just showcases that deep orange, burgundy. Obviously, I'm trying to dress that way today. It's one of my absolute favorite colors. And it kind of has the smell of fresh tobacco and like toasty, just like a molasses cookie or something. It's got a lot of different elements to it. Actually, the red color of Rooibos is really from the fermented Rooibos. So you can get green Rooibos. I think for many centuries in South Africa, they would simply just put the tea leaves out to dry and then brew those. It wasn't until the early 1900s where a tea producer came in, I think a Russian tea producer, and he used Chinese tea fermenting tactics on it. And that's how you get the red Rooibos that most people consume today. Sorry, I'm going for another sip. I love it on its own, and I'm so glad I got to try it on its own because I'm not sure if I would have purchased it, especially because I love Rooibos blends so much. So then the next one up is the David's Cinnamon Rooibos Chai. And now, so yeah, this was the original one I had. It, like I said, it's spicy. The only ingredients are Rooibos, cinnamon, apple, and some natural cinnamon flavoring. And I'm going to take a sip of this. Oh my gosh, yeah, it just, I mean, yes, you have to like cinnamon to enjoy this because it is kind of like a cinnamon candy. but not in an artificial, like hot tamale, although I don't know how artificial those are, but the bright red. But this just has this just pop of cinnamon. It just pops in your mouth. It's delicious on the palate. I love it so very, very much. I've said that 100 times already. The powdered, or the loose leaf tea of this one looks like it has just chunks of cinnamon and rooibos, and you can't really see the apple in it. I mean, I'm sure they're just kind of chopped up in there, but that's the tea. That's the first one I had. And then what happened was I was browsing on Adagio's website. Excuse me, hang on. So then I was browsing on Adagio's website, and I came across a tea with the same name, Cinnamon Rooibos Chai by Adagio. Of course I ordered it. I was like, what? So the ingredients are rooibos tea, cinnamon, apple, same so far, natural spicy cinnamon flavor, and safflower. So it's really the same, except the addition of safflower. Also, when you look at the loose tea, you will see that the apples are in a different form, because the Adagio tea has these fat chunks of apples in there, which make the tea look really cute, actually. In fact, the addition of the safflower really does provide a cool color, like it's just bright red safflower leaves, to the loose leaf tea. Brewed, it really looks about the same. I had to put them in order so I wouldn't mix them up. But when I tasted it, I was super surprised that it's a dupe. I mean, it's so similar. I'm going to taste it right now. Oh my goodness. So truth be told, I honestly think the Adagio one has a stronger cinnamon flavor. So although I love them both very, very much, and also keep in mind the David's is organic, so there is a difference there, where Adagio's must not be, or they probably would have labeled it that way. If you're really wanting that punch of cinnamon and you're wanting to save a little bit of money, you can definitely get the Adagio Cinnamon Rooibos Chai. I am not sure who did it first. I do think it is David's Tea, because I saw posted once that Adagio's was put on just a year or two ago. I don't have all the facts behind that, but from what I know, David's Tea made this. I mean, who really put them together first? It's probably been going on for a long, long time. So really, I like having the David's around. I probably will always have one serving on hand because I love it and I just don't want to ever be without it. But honestly, getting the Adagio version will save you some money, because this pack is only $3 and it has quite a lot in it. And I think you can get 3 ounces for $8, which is definitely a really good buy. For an extremely similar tea, a long time ago back, my daughter and I tried to do a blind taste test, and we could not tell the difference. So we're talking a really similar tea here. Okay, and then just to throw in at the last minute, I did find 2 other types, because I got these 4, or I wanted to get these 4 to cover cinnamon rooibos chais. These I had drank in the past, and I didn't put them into this video because it would really take too long. But I just want to mention them briefly because it's just super interesting. I can't buy them all in the world. I know some other companies do make one. I know that Pearl Teas makes one. I want to say a few other people did, but I can't buy them all. So this is just a smattering of ones that I got. So this one from Culinary Teas, Cinnamon Spice Rooibos. They offered a nice sample size. Shipping was affordable, which is often how I choose a lot of my teas. It's really hard to spend a lot of money on shipping with some of these places. Now this one, what was different about this one was that, I don't know, maybe I'll try to pour a little out in my hand. This one had the addition of rose hips and hibiscus. So if you look, I hope I'm showing this the right way. I'll kind of move it around in case I need to cut it. It really just created a smoother, sweeter tea with cinnamon as kind of a secondary. No, cinnamon is a primary in it, but it's almost like a fruit tea with cinnamon rooibos. So this one was a little too gentle for me. Now, if you find the David's or the Adagio one too powerful, you might actually really dig this, because they do blend well together, they pair well together, but it's just a lot gentler, really, really. The next one I tried, Harney & Sons, also I think they did free shipping, which was super nice. And they're also quite affordable this is like 4 ounces. Now this one, it was interesting, and I thought I was almost afraid I would like it more than these because I'm so attached to these, but I do still think that these are my favorites. This one they added orange and clove, and I love orange and clove. Those are 2 of my other very favorite ingredients. Let's see if I can show you this one. I'm trying to see what these white things are. It's cinnamon. Where's the ingredients? Oh, orange peel, cinnamon, cloves, and rooibos. This one, it has more bite. It has more bitterness. So if you're looking for a really kind of like chai, I don't know, just something really spicy, and say it's a cold day and you just really need to warm up, this actually could be a really good option. I did enjoy it. Don't recommend over steeping it because the first time I did it, it became a little bit bitter. But it definitely is more on the bitter end of the spectrum with these teas, whereas this one is like much lighter. And then to me, in the middle, you get these cinnamon rooibos chais that I talked about first. So they're all worth trying. Hopefully I explained it in a way that if you're wanting to try one, you can make the right choice about it. Really, if you've never had this and you just want to experiment, maybe get Adagios because it's cheap. But look out on David's Tea. Often they put cinnamon rooibos chai in a few of their sampler kits. That's a great way to try it. I know right now they have the iced in hot tea discovery pack on sale right now, and it's in there along with, actually I've had that set before, but that has a lot of my very favorite teas, so that's a really good buy. I definitely go bargain shopping, sale shopping with a lot of these tea companies. But yeah, well, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I have some really fun videos coming up this winter and spring. So a few other videos that I'm planning on putting out soon are a root beer tea video, which I'm so excited about. There's a lot to talk about there with root beer flavors. Then I'm also working on a mint chocolate tea video and a waffle and pancake tea video. That one I'm so excited about. That one I have some that I only have like a little bit and I'm dying to try them, but I'm waiting for the video to do it. And then along with some book pairings. So the other thing I'm really excited about is pairing teas with my favorite books. I can't say they're all my favorites yet because I'm going to try to do a lot of new books. But I'm reading Hamnet right now by Maggie O'Farrell. I have already read These Women by Ivy Pakoda, and that one I'm waiting for a few things to come in the mail, but that one I'm going to do probably first because it was my favorite book of last year. And that about covers it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you feel like commenting, you can let me know if you've had cinnamon rooibos chai, what you think of it. Also, you could comment if you were tea, you would be blank. I think it's a super fun question to ask yourself. All right, everyone, take care, stay well, and see you next time.